What is the Matrix? Control. The Matrix is a computer-generated dream world, built to keep us under control in order to change a human being into this.
Lynn in Connecticut, you're on the air worldwide.
Hello?
Hey, Lynn.
Oh, yes, hi, Alex. Thank you. I just want to say you're a great honor to our nation, and we love you. Before I get to the FEMA camps, I'll be quick with you. You talk about the preachers. I happen to have joined the society. I'm a traditionalist, Catholic, and you probably never heard of Bishop Williamson, but he speaks out against the New World Order all the time. So I'm happy I finally belong to a church that speaks out against, what's going on. And he's telling us what to do. Do you think we need to have backpacks and go into hiding and everything, or
no? We need to fight like the Dickens now to expose the agenda, to speak, because this is a very unpopular criminal agenda. We have to know how they're going to roll their agenda out. We have to know how they're always going to put a nice face on it. We have to say no, 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 and scream bloody murder. Then they won't be able to get this agenda through. They may have the high ground with the power and the money, but we have the high ground spiritually and in the right, and we have the people. And the folks are now waking up, and this Obama delusion is already starting to fade somewhat, and it's going to only fade faster. But yes, be prepared.
Yeah,
that if they start saying, well, do the rioting and the breakdown of no food, they're going to make you, if they decide to pull the trigger on this, if we expose them enough, and they put up trial balloons as they're doing now, they may back off and then keep building and waiting for a future date. See, we're backing them off. But now it looks like we've backed them off, but now they're just, it appears that they're going to go ahead and launch in the next 6 months to 2 years. It appears. This is one of the final pieces of the puzzle when they come out and announce, yes, camps for your safety. Camps, happy, fun places, but you'll have to work in the camps because the economy's bad. Service. So you have to be ready that if things are breaking down and falling apart, you won't have to go to the Superdome to be loaded on trucks and helicopters to be taken to a FEMA camp. Or you have to be ready to be self-sufficient, and then they'll come through in phase 2 and try to confiscate your guns and take you to a camp because you're not allowed to stay. And at that point, you have to say, and it'll still be on radio and TV. There'll still be some power in areas, and if they go with this operation, and you'll see the camps, the people eating food, watching Obama on big screen TVs, in the outside areas, and living in tents and in portable buildings, and it'll show kids on jump ropes. Hey, the emergency FEMA center, it's great, and it will be great, except for those being taken off to the back 40 and put in an acid bath or killed, or flown to a black site. But no, they're going to PR the camps. You got to ask when that truck pulls up, are you going to go to the camp?
No.
And at that point, God helps those that helps themselves. And that's the point where it's lock and load time.
Oh, okay, good. That's good to know. And also,
that's when it's lock and load. And we're not looking for this. It's not a fun thing. It's not a happy thing. I'm not going to a camp where some piece of filth guard is going to break my family up and take me off for interrogation so they can torture me for 2 years and put me on TV saying, that I was a bank robber. It ain't happened. And that's it. I'm committed. That's the way it is. I'm not out there offensively doing anything. No. I'm not getting on an army truck. I'm not going anywhere. And we have to commit and say, that's it. We're not going to your stinking camps that you said didn't exist, and now, we just built them to save you. They just popped up like mushrooms after a rain. It's brand new because of the economic problem.
I know. Sorry. Yeah, you're right. Absolutely. I feel bad because so many people I talk to, they don't believe, Well,
they're going to say, but Obama says it's for our safety. Oh, and then again, if they can't get their agenda through, that will be a victory for us. It won't happen under Obama. It'll happen under Schwarzenegger or whoever comes next, and then we'll be here fighting it when there's camps all around us, and they've got PR announcements. What's wrong with the camps? The camps are great. See, and then it'll be like, Alex, so they built camps. You're not in it yet, are you? As we fight politically to say no. You understand?
Yes, yes. Well,
see, it's a PR war. It's not like one day everybody's grabbed and goes to the camp. Study Nazi Germany.
I know.
It took 10 years to really get it going before they were, first they'd lock down neighborhoods. And that's what Homeland Security says. Life will be locked down neighborhoods showing, to get out of your neighborhood. They already have towns all over the country where you're not allowed to go out 24 hours a day without showing passes. They call it martial law.
Here
they
in
call
Connecticut.
Connecticut, Kentucky, all over Arkansas, Oklahoma. We played the newscast here, and there's checkpoints at every street. Everybody shows their ID to go to work, and then they say, go right back home. It's already begun, and you've got a local FEMA command center. The troops are advising all of that. They've just come back from Iraq and Fallujah and Basra, where they run those ops, and to them it's normal.
Yeah.
See, and so they've got to acclimate the troops and the military. All that, well, it's a camp. We're here giving them food. We had a problem at the camp. We had to take the guy that wanted to leave. We had to ship him to one of the more secure camps. Well, where did Bob go? Are you causing a problem under the Patriot Act? We have zero tolerance. You heard that lawyer, top lawyer last hour, say that arguing with any of them is at least 20 years in prison. He said that's the sentence. 20 years in prison for talking to them. Wow. All right, you're arguing? We're taking your children to this area. They're getting shot. Sir, America's in trouble. We're just trying to do our job. This is exactly how it's going to be. He calls a disturbance, send him to Camp 7. And then they'll put you on a helicopter, fly you 100 miles, and there it'll be, you son of a bitch, you want to cause problems? Come here, Jones. Knock your teeth out, you son of a bitch. I used to see your website, and I used to come, die, you son of a bitch. Yeah, we rule America. Hell yeah. And that's what it's about, stealing and grabbing and snatching and just doing whatever they want. Well, it isn't going to happen.
I know.
I'm not going to be in there with those pieces of filth with their dogs and they're torturing people. I'm not going to be part of it. It isn't happening.
I know. Thank you, Alex.
Thank you. Almost broke my hand there. I got to quit doing that. But that's who these demons are. They're just going to love it. Men and women cornered all day. The Army's own report admitted 97% of those picked up at Iraq checkpoints and taken to scores of camps just didn't have their ID in order. And they take them in there, and they hired former federal prison guards who'd lost their jobs for torture and rape, and they're just waiting. And they just bring in the children, and they go, you're going to tell me you're Al-Qaeda. Bring the 5-year-old here in front of them. The parents are chained down, and they just, all right. I mean, literally, that's in the Army reports. Give me the battery acid. I'm going to put battery acid all over this. You're Al-Qaeda. And they're going to come back to America, and they're just like, they're psychopathic killers. Same guys you see out grabbing women off the road. But now they're in a uniform. I'm Officer Dimosky. I got a Clockwork Orange. It isn't a joke, ladies and gentlemen. They're everywhere. They just love death and destruction. They love feeding. They love pain. They love the power trip of just knocking teeth out and killing people and beating them to death all day and just, yes, yes, oh. And that's what the Army report. So it's going to be the same with you. Officer, what's this checkpoint? What's going on? Get out of the car. Hey, officer, I'm not going anywhere. Your papers aren't in order. But that's it. They argued with us. Patriot Act. Patriot Act. Bill, where are you going? The children are crying. Ma'am, we'll take you to a facility. It's all right. He's just going for interrogation and a security check. Move forward. Next car. Lots of young guys on power trips, walking over and inspecting. They're all compartmentalized, just doing their job. They've been assessed, analyzed for that personality type. But Bob, he's going to be trucked to a facility 200 miles away where they're just waiting. And they have those camps all over the world, and they're just waiting, just psychos. The dungeon keepers. And they love it. They love the humiliation. They love the screams of pain. On Taxi to the Dark Side, they admit they would just grab innocent camel herders. They just had numbers to show of terror, and they would beat them for, like 10, 15 hours straight till their legs liquefied. And they would just take them and go, throw them in the pit. Bleh. And they'd have doctors go fill out the report that they, died of a heart attack, some 16-year-old. Bring me another to the pit. And I'm going to beat you. What kind of psycho just beats people for 10 hours? Just, and they would take turns beating. Beating and beating. Oh, I love the demonic power. Just seething with hatred, seething with evil. That's their spirit, crushing it. That's who we're facing. Degenerate scumbag filth everywhere, feeding on you and your family. We're going to beat these bastards. They're not